15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Mike Rashid.
Sean Torbati.
This is the second time I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. We usually say very, very, very special, but we got an extra special, talented, beautiful Qimmah Russo. How you doing?
I'm well. I'm loving the vibes in here.
Dope. You just help increase the vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's all about vibes.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, welcome to the show. We done a ton of content together, but never had to sit down
I know.
talk, you know? And people, like, you know, my people love you, you know what I'm saying? So they want to know about you,
Yeah.
you know?
First lady in the new podcast space.
For real.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Why?
You are. We've only been in here for a little while, but
Okay. You just.
of course we're not just gonna bring any lady
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, you
for the
gotta
first
be,
one.
you know what I'm saying?
Has to be extra
Yeah.
special.
Thank you.
So let's start from the top. Like, I remember meeting you in like 2012.
Yep.
Something like that. I got the
Yeah.
picture still.
Yeah, I was like graduating high school.
And I was like, yo, who is that? And
I was so little.
you and I both were very different because it's mostly white people in the fitness industry, and you know, people were super swole or whatever, but we was both in a different lane, and it was dope. We met back then. Really not much communication, just little social media stuff here and there, but then we reconnected and been doing content and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tell us how you start getting into the fitness industry.
Well, I've been an athlete. I moved out here when I was about 6 years old from New York. Always been an athlete. I played basketball, volleyball. I ran track for the most 8 years. Basketball was my main sport, but track was really what got my physique pretty tight.
Yeah.
And everywhere I went, people would be like, how do you look like that? What do you do? Like, you know, and I wasn't a trainer yet. And
Right.
I realized that I was my own product. I was a walking product.
Walking billboard.
Yeah. So like, well, I became a trainer. I was like, let me turn my, you know, my social media. I'd started Instagram, and really I was just posting and promoting, you know, what I did every day.
Right.
And social media was way different back then. Like, you literally could just have fun with it.
Yeah.
And there wasn't as much competition. So I turned it into a business. So I became a trainer. I started running like really big boot camps, and that was really fun. I loved it.
Was that the intention, to make a business out of this?
Yeah, it was. Just because I knew that I could help a lot of people, and I had so much knowledge from trainers and coaches that I was like, maybe I could turn this into something. And I was young, so it wasn't like I had a lot of years under my belt. I just kind of had fun with it. And I was able to transform these people, 30 years old, 20 years old, 18 years old, older, younger. Everybody was having fun. Everybody was able to transform. So
At this point, how old were you?
I was about 18.
So you were just out of high school?
Yeah, I was just out of high school going to college. I was starting point guard, and I was like, I'm going to be a trainer.
I remember I think I hit you up. I was like, yo, let's collab or something.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, talk to my mom. I was like, oh, shit.
Hey!
I have to see what time I can be out till.
Yeah, like we couldn't leave
That
the
was way
gym.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun though. I mean, that was when like Vine was starting to end, so I was able to get like all the Viners, and
Yeah.
that was when I was able to get promoted through Instagram. People were like, I'm training with Qimmah. And I'm like, this is cool.
Right.
And I just used that knowledge and experience. And my big thing was vibes like you. Like, we would go into the gym. I had the whole gym to myself because it just opened. It was the factory.
Right.
And I would blast the music. I'd put my little Sonos on, and we would just get after it. And I encourage everyone to encourage everybody the whole time through. We had like different groups and circuits.
Right.
And at the end, we would have like a kumbaya where we would all sit down. And
That's
we would,
dope.
Yeah, we would talk
Listen,
about.
when my challenge people,
Yeah.
we meditate. Everybody got to meditate
Yep.
before the workout.
I love
so
it.
she had the Sonos. I feel like I want to say George Sonos.
George Soros,
George
Sonos.
Yeah.
But basketball, you was a savage.
Yeah.
Still is. Still got handles.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm gonna have to teach you a few things though,
Yeah?
because you know, your boy used to.
Be easy
You
on
was
him.
crossing people up.
I used to break ankles. like,
Yeah.
people get mad
Are you
at
still
me.
playing?
Nah, you know what? I haven't played in a long time, to be
Yeah, me
honest.
either.
But the last time I went out, I was icing them, right?
I love
but
it.
I
Oh,
don't
you
know if
got a
that's going to
jumper.
happen. Yeah, I can shoot. But I could drive. Well, I used to be able to drive.
Yeah.
I was a beast.
Yeah,
But
I bet.
why I stopped like playing at school, I remember I was able to get the rim when I was super young, right?
Oh, wow.
And I remember one day we was just grabbing the rim, and I felt like I sprained my ankle, but I was still able to play. Like basketball was life back in the
Yeah,
day,
me
right?
too.
So we had a game. I think I was a freshman, and I went up. Big dude came down, crooked on my ankle. I came down on it,
No.
crooked, and he came down on it.
No.
And this was probably my best game ever. Like I was killing him.
He was mad.
And when I didn't feel nothing. I got up, fell right back down. I was like, shh. Tried it again. Coach like, you good? Like
Yeah.
I said, I don't know.
I can't walk.
And I got home. It was getting worse, and it was hurting so bad. And I didn't want to call my parents.
Yep.
Cause I was like, I'll just ride it out. They were like, you stupid. Why you ain't call us?
Yeah.
It was broke in 3 places.
Oh.
So I had to get a cast, and all my friends thought it was the coolest shit ever. Everyone went to cast. Everybody signed my cast.
Oh.
And I've still played basketball in my cast. I wore the bottom out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Because this is back in the day when there was still casts. There's no casts in those boots now.
Yeah.
But I wore that shit out.
Oh, you don't feel pain.
Yeah.
You one of those.
So it hurt that day though. Like later on when the adrenaline went
Yeah.
down,
I know.
that shit was painful. But I never tried to play formally after that because you had that little remembrance. So
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm
timid
saying?
after that. Yeah.
So I have a question about basketball. You were talking about how you wanted to become a trainer even while you were playing.
Yeah.
Was your passion not basketball? Did you find fitness or training to be a bigger passion than basketball?
No, so I wanted to play in the WNBA.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I wanted to play at Baylor. I wanted to be the starting point guard at Baylor
That's
so
dope.
bad. I used to watch all their games. And
Do you follow WNBA?
I used to, not as much anymore.
Right.
I've definitely got out of the funk with just like you.
Right.
I kind of got really serious with my business.
Right.
But I wanted to play. My biggest setback was my coaches. I had a really bad experience with a few of my coaches, especially in college. I wasn't really good. I feel like coaches have to critique their student clients, their players differently, and I
You mean
couldn't.
each player?
Yeah, each player kind of handles the
Right.
constructive criticism a little differently, and I wasn't the kind of person that could just be told you're shitty all the time. I needed some positive reinforcement, and so it kind of broke me down.
Sounds like a human.
And he was very discouraging.
So it sounds like a human.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Humans can't just be told they're shitty all the time.
Right.
Yeah, he was discouraging. There was a few girls that were alumni, and they'd come back, and they had been there, done that, and dealt with him. It was new for me, and I had been put into the starting point guard position right off the bat. So it was a lot of pressure on top of that, and I just feel like I wasn't.
What's his name?
Coach Camacho.
Coach Camacho.
Camacho.
Were you at, Coach?
Yeah.
Were you at, Coach?
Why you do that to me? I could have been a star.
Well, you a star now.
In my own way
And
now.
you making $18 an hour.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? How you feel about yourself, Flair?
Yeah.
Should have been nice, sir.
Yeah, it stopped me.
Yeah.
It killed it for me. It really killed my spirit, and I really think that your experience with teams and coaches can kill it. But I realized that I didn't want to be a slave to the game. I didn't want to be a slave to basketball. I didn't want to go to school every day and play basketball, and that was it. I knew that there was more to life, and I knew there was more life that I wanted to live, and I knew that if I could create my own business and be an entrepreneur and use the knowledge and experiences that I had, that I could create a whole experience for myself, and no one can control me, and I don't want to be under the system, and I knew I'd be miserable. So I knew myself pretty early, maybe earlier than some kids, and I knew that I didn't want to be tied down as a slave to some basketball game.
That's dope.
These girls don't really make that much money anyways. They're
Nah.
playing at these Sparks games, there's no one in the stands. It's like,
Yeah. I went to a
What's the
WNBA
point?
game.
yeah.
And I'm always real, and people might get mad at me, but
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it
Yeah.
because, I'm sorry if this is insensitive, but it just seemed like it was very masculine, like all the players, and it was not pleasant to look at for
Yeah.
me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. And I think that if there was guys playing, is there a feminine sport or a sport predominated?
Gymnastics for
women?
men?
Nah, that's still pretty cool. Like
What about
maybe, I don't know,
ballet?
ballet maybe.
Is that a sport?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Ballet is so legit. I got so
it's-
much respect for it.
When you're great at something, it just makes it legit.
Yeah. Misty Copeland, Savage.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, maybe if guys are just doing, like, women wouldn't want to see guys doing ballet. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe they do. I don't know.
No, I feel you.
But it seemed like
real.
It just didn't feel like I love watching tennis, like women play tennis, because people like looking at attractive people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's part of entertainment.
Yeah.
That's part of the allure. That's part of like
the experience.
Why ticket sales are not as high.
And certain,
with
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, even like female boxers, I like that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the basketball players, I think they were so tall. It wasn't my thing.
You're so funny.
I know it's people that's into that.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, yeah, you're right.
But, and this sounds so bad, like I gotta be attracted to the people, but whatever.
Tell him.
But nah, that only watches sports where he's attracted to the competitors.
I was at the game and I was like, this was up. This was up. Yeah, okay. And it was like a very, I got much love for the LGBTQ community. Yeah. But it was heavy. Like, and they were looking at me like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, I'm cool with y'all. Like, what you give me that energy for?
I bought
good.
a ticket.
We fam.
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
You're funny.
What's up, dog?
Yeah. Hey, you can relate in that way.
Right. So, all right, so cool. So you start blowing up, killing it. People love you. They love you. But your basketball skills was fucking good.
Yeah, I wish I could.
So, question for you.
Yes.
Because I'm an athlete too. I've been an athlete since I was 12 years old. Now, I played my team sports. I played baseball and basketball, but I also I box, right?
Yeah.
So that's an individual sport. Track. What events did you do in track?
Ooh, so the track for track, I ran the 200. That was my favorite because I felt like the 100 was too short distance, and I feel like I need a little more time to pick up. And I love the curve. I love working the curve.
Right.
Now, I was thrown into the 4x4 a lot, and to me, the 400 was the deadliest race. I literally wanted to die at the end of this race. Right. Then we had a really good 4x1 relay team, and we had a good 4x4, so I jumped into that. But my main races were the 100 and the 2. Okay.
So what did you like better, the races, the 100 and the 200, or basketball?
Basketball.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Track is cool because it's all about you. It's for yourself. What is it? I don't know how to say it. It's just you. It's you against you. And
not you against some other motherfuckers.
Yeah, now and then basketball, the team with women, there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of different things. I had coaches that were causing a lot of drama between the players. It's like you have to adjust to so many different personalities and energy rather than just being able to focus. You got to focus on what everyone else is doing. You got to focus on catering and focus on, oh, she's good at this, so let me focus on getting it to her left hand, and rather than just being like, I've narrowed it into just what I need to do. Yeah. So I love basketball because I feel like I was more of a natural at that. I was fast at track. I wasn't the fastest, but I was great, and it got my physique at the top peak performance. Yeah. And I had done it since the 7th grade.
Listen. I don't know about the white schools, but the black schools, we out there at the track meets.
Rolling.
Out there.
Rolling.
Because it was like, you see the most beautiful women on the planet.
And the legs.
The bodies.
The glutes.
It was crazy.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like...
Yep.
That was our equivalent of going out back then.
Yeah, yeah.
You go to track meets. Yeah. It was a social thing.
Yeah.
And they be out there with them little shorts.
Yeah.
Pulling them up.
I would be in my little body. I always wear the bodysuit. I love those bodies.
That's dope. All right, so team sports. So with me personally, my basketball team was okay. We was decent. My baseball team wasn't that good, and I played little league all the way up through high school, and I didn't have much equipment, just the basics. And these dudes had the bags, the Mizuno gloves, like everything, right? And they sucked.
Yep.
I literally played every position.
Oh.
I would just get moved into his position. And I'm like, these are all easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I loved was shortstop. But they played me a lot left field, center field. But I played first base. I played third base. I played second base. But I hated to lose. And I can honestly say when we lost at baseball, it was never my fault. And I didn't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it sucked. So with boxing, it was like, it's on me.
Yeah.
And I'm a ridiculously competitive person. I'll die trying to win. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that in baseball.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that I felt like in a team sport like baseball, but boxing I could, you know, and you win, the glory's on you.
Yep.
If you lose, it's on you.
Yeah.
You got to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a character builder for me. But baseball, I did enjoy it, but I hated losing.
Yeah,
and
me
my
too.
team sucked.
I was hard on
sucked.
myself too. I was definitely an emotional mess when I lost.
Yeah.
But
I think that's like a
built
hallmark
character.
of great athletes.
Yeah.
Is
Not
just
like-
because you
lose.
expect so
fear
much out
and
of
the
yourself.
disdain for losing.
Yeah, I didn't like when people were like, "Oh, it's a good loss." Like,
Oh
no,
no!
it's a
Don't
loss.
tell me that. I'm mad.
Loser. What are you talking about?
Loser.
But yeah. Okay, so tell me what's life like now. You have a lot going on, and you know you're a smart person. Some people acquire a lot of followers just for the sake of having followers, right? But out the gate, you're like, I'm gonna make a business out of this. So you're monetizing and you're making money and you're living a life. So what's life like now?
Amazing. It's
Right.
moving. It's moving fast. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on. I appreciate life a lot. I've gotten a lot of help. I got an amazing assistant recently, and she's helped me thrive.
She over here.
Yeah, she's right over there, Bonnie. And honestly, I felt like I had some things holding me back, and that ate at me because I feel like my potential. I know what I can do, and I felt like I couldn't bring those things to life, and it kind of just sat with me weird. And now I feel like the doors are opening, and I feel like timing is everything. It's like I wouldn't be able to handle everything now if I didn't go through everything that I went through.
Right.
So I'm in a point where I'm transitioning and building my team the way that I know I could do best. And, you know, it's been challenging, but I just moved into a new spot, and my business is transitioning. I'm maybe pulling a new partner on the team. There's a lot of things and ideas that I've had written down, 1,000 notes, 1,000 this. And now I feel like I'm about to bring these things to life. So I'm even more excited about life because now I can show people another side of me that I haven't really been able to show. And I've met so many different people, and I've met them on a different level. They see it in me, I see it in them. And I could have met you years ago, but I may not have seen in you what I felt like, you know, we could work together the best, or what I feel like I could learn from him.
The vibe is never like, even Sean and I, we was friends for years before we did business together. I always look at it like, let's date first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if the right thing presents itself, let's hop on it. And it's worked out like that for me. Like what I've seen with you, I've always been like, yo, I don't know the details of any of your business endeavors, but I do know that you're not even close to where you could be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've been in this for a minute. Like, I'm like you. Like, my mind is always business.
Yeah.
From day one, and I've been getting to the bag with social for a long time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With not much of a following in the beginning, I monetized it. So because I never looked at like, damn, I got 3,000 followers. I need to step my shit up. I got 3,000.
Yeah.
You know what 3,000 people look like?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So my mind has always been there. So when I'm like analyzing people's shit, I'm just like, I know that. Especially with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't even scratched the surface.
I know.
So, all right. So I got a question about your personal life, right?
Okay.
Because look, when you got in, you did a little Snap or Instagram story.
Yeah.
All the homies just, yo, screenshot me. Like, yo, Qimmah up there?
Because I just put him in the story.
Yeah. So what's it like? Like, you got a dude? Like, what's the situation? People want to know.
Yeah, no.
Listen, as long as I've known you, I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I am talking to someone.
Okay.
I recently had gotten out of a situation that was no good. He didn't approve of social media. Didn't approve of anything I did. It was a mess.
He didn't. Okay.
Did
he have an alternative for you to make money, or
no? It was a bad decision on my end. That's all that was.
Fellas, let me tell you something. If your woman is hot, she's utilizing social media to monetize it and to make a good living, and you don't like it, you need to come with a bag. You need to come with a situation, an alternate situation for her to replace the income that she would be making on her own.
Yep.
Or make it more, right? Make it more appealing to her. If not, what are you talking about?
What do you call that?
What are you
though?
talking about?
What do you
know
call
what I'm
that
saying?
though? A man that's like doesn't want you to do what you're doing to make money.
A boy.
But he doesn't want to replace
A boy.
it. A 40-year-old boy.
A boy. No disrespect to homie. I don't know homie, but
Yeah, it was an
knock
older
it
man.
off.
And you know
Knock
what?
it off,
You think
bro.
age makes a difference? It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It
Especially
doesn't.
for men.
Knock it
Everyone's
off.
different pace.
It's silly.
Yeah.
Following up on that, because it's important, something put you in a position to be able to walk away from that, and that's the fact that you figured out how to take care of yourself.
Yep.
So I want to kind of connect those two dots for young ladies who might be watching, who also might want to be coming into this industry.
Yeah.
Like how you went from deciding you liked training and you had a passion for that, and going to the boot camps, and then going to where you are now as a full-blown personality and doing online programming and training that's like way more scalable, of course. But like, how did you decide to do that, or how did you build that?
I kind of just knew what I was capable of. I knew I didn't look like a lot of girls. I knew a lot of girls were afraid to look too strong. And I could have let that shut me down in high school when everyone was making fun of me. Guys didn't like me, girls didn't like me. You're too strong, you're black and you're strong. I went to all white Catholic schools. It was a nightmare. Now I could have shut down and never picked up another weight, but instead I was like, this is who I am and I can embrace this. There's going to be people that like it always, and there's going to be people that don't like it. So once I brought it onto social media and I found that there was a whole audience that was like, wow, this is dope, this is different, I was like, well, let me embrace the people that actually like it, because this is who I am and I need to embrace who I am, because this is what I enjoy doing, and I feel powerful when I feel powerful. So I embraced it and did everything I could to stay physical, to stay active. I started doing gymnastics. I got my first backflip standing on the ground. I did backflips. I was a volleyball player, basketball player, track runner. I started boxing. I started Muay Thai this year. The sky's the limit. And I want to show people that you can go against the grain. You can go against what everyone says is hot and what's not, and what you should do as a woman, what you shouldn't do. And we're just as powerful. And I feel most powerful when I can express that through sports and being physical, because women are supposed to be dainty and weak and delicate and Victoria's Secret models. I'm not ever going to be on a runway. They're not ever going to want a short, stumpy, strong black woman on a Victoria's Secret runway. So
I mean,
had
that's
to
not the vibe though. That shit
Yeah.
is garbage now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, to me that
that's-
was like everything. But then I realized I was like, why?
see,
it's not me.
Not to me, because where
Yeah.
I grew up at, women look different than what was on the magazines, and it's really interesting. And I was into what I grew up around. You know what I mean? The black and Latin women were more fuller figures, and just seemed more capable and sturdy.
Yeah.
I like that shit. So the magazines, this is interesting. There, it is what it is. There's been a Eurocentric perception of beauty, right? And they had it on lock because they control media. And this is pre-social media, all the magazines, the movies, all of that, right? So now, social media it gave everybody like voyeurship into everybody's world, right? So you see all of these attractive women, these ethnic attractive women with big lips, big hips, darker complected, and now you see a shift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, listen, I got friends like some of my white homegirls who used to be a certain way, and I'm like,
Where-
is that you?
Thick.
That's you? You know what I'm saying?
Big.
With the lips, and
Yep.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
As long as it's not overdone, I think it's fine.
Even at that, I don't care if you happy with it.
Yeah,
then
yeah,
do it.
yeah, personally.
But it's interesting that when media was controlled, right, by a system, the standard of beauty was the traditional Victoria's
Yeah,
Secret vibes.
Long, skinny.
Nobody's into that no more because you see reality, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like, listen, most cultures have been stifled and silenced. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that anymore because of social media, because of the internet. You see everything now, and you're like, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to be like that. It's
Yeah.
people, you know what I'm saying? Which
And
is
it's
dope.
different. It's
different.
unique.
It's different. Listen, there's girls now. I have friends. I have a friend in, I think she's in Sweden. I did not know she was white.
Oh, shoot.
We did some content. I was like, yo, what are you? She's like, what do you mean? She's European. I said, no, you're born in Europe, but what's your mix?
She was brown. She was browner.
Yeah. She's like, I'm white. I'm like, really? And her brother's a white guy. I'm like, oh, wow.
She got like a spray tan?
I don't know, whatever, something,
She
maybe,
wow.
whatever. But
she
she
must
looks
have been brown.
Yeah. And she looks really good. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, people can, it's dope. People can look how they want to look. I mean, shit, motherfuckers could change their gender.
Yeah.
This is a whole new world.
Do you know Nikita Dragon?
Nah.
Yo, she's like the hottest new. She's a guy. She was a guy. She's a girl now.
Harpy showed me
But
her
she looks better than a
couple
girl.
weeks ago.
Like it's like I really do believe some people were born in the wrong body. Like they just come in, they just know that.
If they believe it, I believe it.
Yeah. I'm like,
you know
you look great. Thank you. Give me some tips for being hotter.
Are you familiar with Matt Kroc, but now Janae Kroc?
No.
Okay, so
is a makeup artist?
No.
Okay.
Let me get into it. So Janae Kroc used to be Matt Kroc, was a power lifter, right, in the fitness industry, and as Matt Kroc, he was probably the most successful or highest paid athlete that was a power lifter, because power lifters don't usually make money like that because they're not usually marketable, right? But Matt Kroc was a legit good shape, but super strong, like ex-Marine, badass, all of that, right? And I watched the documentary on Janae Kroc that used to be Matt Kroc. I don't want to misgender, you know. I respect them. Her. I'm sorry, I respect her. So, so he went, and then I guess every now and then Matt would turn into Janae and dress up like a woman, right?
Yeah.
So, and Matt/Janae had an Instagram separate just for that, and somebody got a hold of it.
Leaked it.
And leaked it, right? So, which I think is fucked up, because if he wanted to do it on his own time, they should be able to. But whatever, they leaked it. You can't stop.
You
that
put it
from
in the
happening.
public, then it's risky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, like, it is what it is. So.
Did you see it coming?
Nah, I didn't know I didn't know Matt Kroc back then.
Oh, okay.
I only knew after the.
The reveal.
So, I'm watching the documentary, and it was, she has 3 children, 3 boys. And just a dope family. You know what I mean? They loved them. And one of the boys, they interviewed the boys, and one of them was like, I don't know anybody that I respect more than my dad.
Oh.
I was like, yo.
I love that.
Janae is a good father, mother.
Yeah.
I don't know what you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny, I swear to God, but I don't know how to title it. Was a good parent to her children.
Yeah.
And still trains, you know what I'm saying? Still bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know, no gear, no nothing, because she wants to be more feminine, but she's so big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just natural. She's 250 and swole, right? And still fairly strong. Still lifts with her old buddies, right? Hard. And like, I'll never stop doing this.
Yeah.
But really takes on the feminine persona. And she said that all her life, she was a wrestler, she was a badass in the Marines and powerlifting. She was trying to fight the fact that she felt like she was a woman in the wrong body.
Yep.
So she hated that conflict. So she tried so hard to like do super tough masculine things and did it and was very good at it. But I couldn't imagine having that kind of internal conflict.
Yeah.
And my heart really goes out to people like that, because
it's hard.
This world is fucking ugly. People are ugly and so mean.
Yeah.
You know, so I can imagine, like, and I think it's very brave of one to come out and say, look, I feel like I was born in the wrong body, and I want to live my life. I want to live my truth. And I think for people to
go against the grain,
talk shit about that, and they're fucking assholes. It's like, first of all, what's it to you? Why are you even concerned? You know what I mean? What's wrong with people? They should live their life and just get out of people's business. But my heart goes out to people like that, because I know it's got to be, like you're talking about at your school, you were one of the only black girls there.
Yeah.
I know how it is to be the only black person around. That in itself is rough.
Hard.
So imagine feeling like you're in the wrong gender.
Yeah, I mean, I was one black girl with muscles, so I was strong. So I looked, and I looked very strong.
So when you're different, it's a little, it's a little thing, but something to that extent is gotta be.
That's different.
Yeah, so I salute, to Janae Kroc. I think Janae's a awesome person. Yeah. The documentary is good. Y'all should check it out. It's really good. It's very eye opening, and you seeing a real person that you know, just an honest person. Just
Yeah,
really
that's really all it's about.
living a truth.
Yeah.
You know, and seem fine about it.
Yeah,
You know?
because most people aren't that strong, so it's an example, whether it's in a way that's uncomfortable or not.
Right.
But that's really what I stand by, is really going against the grain. So that's what I've always wanted to promote.
But what is the grain, though, right?
Well, for me personally, it wasn't that I'm telling everyone to get muscles and everyone needs to be strong like me. It was more so, I found a lane that worked for me, even though it didn't work for everybody else. I was the girl that was too buff, and everyone called me a man and too masculine. So to me, it was girls were supposed to be delicate
That's
and
so
dainty
weird.
and skinny. I know.
Because look, to me, you are very feminine. And
Thank you.
Was dainty, I guess dainty towards me. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm a
guess
guy,
dainty's
but
like,
that's
not sitting with my legs open and like, I don't know.
Nah,
Were you doing that?
No.
Were you sitting
If
like
I
that?
was
Sit like
doing
this.
that, yeah, like if I was doing that, I think that makes me less dainty.
Nah, you're very
Or if I'm
lady. You're
walking
very
and, like-
ladylike.
Thank you.
No cap, like you're very feminine. You know what I'm saying? And I don't equate a strong woman with being masculine.
Yeah. You don't, but
Nah, it's
a lot of people did.
Yeah.
And-
but these are maybe feminine men.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey, you
So-
put it that way for sure.
It is what it is. Look, it is what it is.
Yeah, it
fellas.
is.
Step your shit up.
I'm sure the men that were making fun of me then may not be making fun of me anymore. So.
And here's the thing, people can. It's so funny because I've seen like Shade Room will post a picture
Oh,
of
yeah.
me and stuff like that, and I'll see women, like insecure women, like
They're so
fucking
mean on
nasty.
Shade Room.
That's
Oh my
fucking nasty.
god.
They be like, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm like,
nasty."
me too. I get the
I'm
same
like,
thing.
Listen, I've been myself for a long time.
Yep.
I'd never have that kind of energy
I
with no woman.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like real
In
trolls
shape or
on
not.
there. Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
They have evil
What
followers.
it is no, it ain't just them. But even with, like with you, like guys saying, "Oh, that's nasty." No, you die for that person. You just feel like there's no way in hell that you would get that person. So it's a defense
intimidating.
mechanism to like, it's fucking nasty. I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah.
that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's weird though. I could never think that. Like if I saw someone I was like, oh my god, he's so fine. I'm not gonna be like, ew. What is this? Doesn't even
You
make
just be like,
sense. Like
it's not out of my league. But
Okay.
there's nobody out of your league.
I guess
You know what
it
I'm
has a
saying?
lot to do with confidence
It's
and
the
knowing,
person. Right,
knowing
right.
yourself and what you're capable of.
Right. I don't feel there's anybody out of my league.
Yeah,
But there
me
was a
either.
time when I was younger, broke.
I did too. There's
I was like, yo, shit.
yeah.
I can't. I ain't
You didn't
talking
know
to her.
yourself yet, you know.
But I was broke. Like,
Yeah.
you're a young man. You don't have no business pursuing a woman in a real way. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I'm like, nah, shit. I
Hey,
can't.
at least
You know
because
what I'm
there are
saying?
some men that were at that level that thought that they could handle that, and it didn't.
It's weird.
It's
like,
so weird.
Like, hey, so we gonna go have? Oh wait, what are you ordering?
We're going to McDonald's.
You gonna order what?
We're going to Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna eat.
Yeah, I'm not hungry. Yeah.
Something else that's not normal that I've noticed. A lot of times, ladies tend to get more conservative car choices, and they're not too extravagant with that. But that's not the case with you.
No, ooh. I think that might run in my family, but
I see
I've
you
always been
have,
like
you always have something fresh.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of like a tomboy on the inside. I like sports cars, but I'm an athlete. I'm a sports girl. I like driving fast. I like
Right.
loud engines. I
Survive.
I want
like it.
stars in the car. I want stars like his car.
That's. I feel
a
like
steel package.
the whole crew, like everybody that I'm around, is the same.
Yeah,
We all.
I feel like me and him are very in tune and in touch
Yeah.
with energy. We attract what we want to attract, and we are very like-minded. And I think that's why we have so many similarities too.
That's real.
I
That's real.
like nice cars. My
But
next
my
car
homie's
is
jealous right now.
G-Wagon.
Y'all heard that? Y'all
What?
heard that?
Yeah.
You're in tune.
We can see right here.
Nah, that's real.
Yeah.
You said your next car a G-Wagon?
Yeah, I want a G-Wagon. I want a damn G-Wagon. Honestly, it's not going to drive like the i8 or the BMW that I had on turns
It's
and
gonna do
tight,
better.
Listen, G-Wagons
but
are incredible.
sexy. I
Listen,
like it.
have you driven one?
Yeah, I
Okay,
drove one. I drove the AMG. Ooh,
Okay.
I love it.
G63?
I had a couple.
Oh, I love it.
The first time, I was always interested in it, but I
Yeah.
was like, it's a truck. I'm
Yeah.
not. And then
Oh,
we
you don't
went-
like trucks?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
We went to Miami, and the people that was bringing us out got me a G-Wagon to whip around. So T had went and picked it up. I was like, yo, T, does it? And T's a car guy too. We all car guys.
Yeah.
I was like, bro,
Got to.
does it feel like 100,000? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. I was like, damn, okay.
Yes.
Just him confirming that, I was like, I want to get one.
Yeah.
Before I even drove it. But the car is like, it's like a sports car.
Yeah.
But a truck.
Yeah, yeah.
It's wild.
It's wild.
You even have
and the
racing
seats
pedals.
like grab your sides when you're turning. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Well, all of the high end Mercedes do that.
Yeah.
It's like, I got you.
Just
I got
sensory.
you. I
Yep.
got you.
I'm like,
It's dope.
hey.
But but I'm a Rolls Royce guy.
Ooh, okay. You can't go wrong with Roses. I wanted a Lamborghini. If I could go dream car, I want a Lambo.
You could get if you could get a new
G-Wagon. Yeah, that's what they were telling me, but I'm like...
You should get a Lambo.
Yeah, but a Lambo, it's like, what do I look like pulling up to the grocery store with butterfly doors?
Fly.
Good.
You know?
Yeah.
The G-Wagon,
Well, you don't have
more
to
day
get...
to
No,
day.
you don't get the Aventador. You get the Huracan.
Yeah, but that makes the Lambo. You gotta have the butterfly doors.
Now, there's only one Lambo like that. You know what I'm saying?
The one Nicki Minaj has. I want that one.
You can't handle an Aventador.
What do you mean?
You can't handle an
Wait, I had an
Aventador.
i8. What's the difference?
A
Everything,
big difference.
yeah.
Whoa, okay, so they
Big
go up, but
difference.
it's different.
Big
How?
difference. Big difference.
No, he's saying the overall vehicle.
It's a machine. It's
yeah.
not just a car. It's
I could do it.
very it's very obnoxious. It's over the top.
Ooh,
You're
I
gonna
love
run out
it.
of gas every day.
Oh, ew.
Nah, that's dope though. That's,
No.
I don't look.
You could get help.
Sean knows
People
me.
could get-
I don't want a car that got good gas mileage. I'm not interested.
Yeah,
I want
because
a
they
big-ass
never. The good
motor,
ones never are. So
big
fuck
motor.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Unless
Yeah.
it's electric like Sean got. But yeah, it's not what you think.
Mm-hmm.
The Huracan, I'm sure you would love a Huracan.
A Huracan is a Lambo, type of Lambo.
It's a Lamborghini.
They were
It's
telling me to get
two
the old one.
cars,
They were like, "Oh,
not
the
an
old one's
one.
hot." I was
No,
like,
not an old one.
why would
Not a-
anyone want an old
the
Lambo?
old one would be a Gallardo or a
Murcielago.
Murcielago. You're not
Oh,
getting that.
Murcielago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're too old now.
I like
No.
new. New's
Yeah.
better.
We'll talk all there.
Okay.
But I'll show you the differences. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? No, Aventador is king of the crop with sports cars.
That thing's hot.
To me, however, it's not something you're gonna drive all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
But a Huracan you can, and it's still fire.
See, but
Yeah.
I also I like to go out with my girls. I can't fit nobody in it.
What do you- so
The
what?
G-Wagon,
They
I could-
they can
girls
tag
get in the
along.
back. Oh, they're gonna
That's
follow
true.
me?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, G-Wagon's more. It's sporty. It's fast.
Girls,
it's hot.
let's go. Call
I mean,
an
And
Uber.
the girls
you're
can get
seeing
in the back.
somebody now. Maybe he'll get you a Huracan, and then you get the G-Wagon. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what I would do. That's
Yeah.
what I would do.
Oh, you get me a
I would
G-Wagon?
give I'll give my girl a Huracan. Like, no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All
dope.
right, so
Yeah.
so you're seeing somebody. So, what's the process? Do people hit you up on social media a lot? Like,
As far as
Probably
men?
never, huh? Probably
far as
no
men?
one ever hits
Yeah.
you up probably on.
Are you?
on
Is that a
social.
real question?
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Are dicks flying into your
Oh,
inbox? Are they
Bonnie,
just
you want to answer that one?
hurling
She
dicks
answers the
into your
DMs.
inbox? Is dicks flying into her inbox?
You're not supposed to tell me what answer.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's weird.
It's weird because men are just so free with that. They don't even care. They'll put their face
Listen,
in it and
what
everything.
y'all should do is the on your story. What's the highlights? Make a highlight, call it lames, and put them in there.
Oh God.
They'll stop doing that shit.
Oh,
that would
sucks.
stop that shit in a heartbeat.
Ooh, it's
You know what I'm saying?
savage.
Cause look, I'm sure they probably got families. You know what I'm saying? It's like
ooh.
wild shit. It's
Daughters, maybe a sister,
like,
mothers.
they'll
Jeez.
stop that shit. So anyway,
Yeah, they're.
Is it like what do you feel when you open up your box and a schlong is in there? Schlong.
I mean, I am very loyal, so I just like what I am currently with.
Yeah.
So I just kind
But
of.
I'm saying, does that like
I'm
does
used
it
to
piss
it.
you
It's
off?
been it's
Does
been so
it-
many years I've had that experience.
Okay,
It just
so
you just
block
become
it out.
accustomed to it. I
be thinking like, bro, does that work?
what?
Like
No.
when dudes do that, just
No, it's not
like-
even that. It's like it is just you. It's not that. I'm just all I'm gonna tell you is not that. It's never that. But I'm sure some girls are like, oh yeah.
I can't
need
imagine
him.
a girl that would be cool.
I
with
want
that.
him. Oh, look at him. Like they see that as like a different person, like you, like your face.
weird.
I don't know. I'm not.
I wouldn't.
like that.
I'm not the guy to do that.
Yeah,
But
I
if
didn't
I
think so.
was, if I did it and the girl was like, oh, it's popping, I wouldn't even want that girl.
Yeah, because
So
it's like then just
like,
to
is that
focus.
easy?
Yeah.
Is that easy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like real connection, real genuine. You know, it's just chemistry. It's energy. I like energy. I need the energy connection. That's.
I had a
everything.
weird situation recently. Sean got rid of it, but a girl was just we're talking DM, being nice, and then in comes the tits and the.
Honestly, I would rather get nudes from girls. I would
this
much
was
rather
over
that
the top.
than guys. Ugh.
She was sending over the top shit, right?
Oh.
Nonstop. I'm not answering, right?
Yeah.
It's bizarre. When I showed him, it's like really bizarre.
Yeah.
And then I said, hey, let's stop. Can you stop this? Like, nothing's gonna happen.
Wait, so you guys
here.
were already talking normal before?
Not
that?
even talking normal. It's just like, sometimes I'll go through DMs and respond to people. You know what I'm saying? Just being nice, being cool.
Yeah.
And this one thought that me being cool and nice
was you
like
flirting.
an invitation for
that's normal.
For sexual harassment.
Oh,
you know
no. Okay, never mind.
So it was literally over the top. She even she was Snapchatting me, took a screenshot because I don't open my Snapchat, of all the shit she sent me. Like, look, this is on Snapchat. It was like, Sean, what was that? 40 fucking...
Oh, like the Snapchat messages and you can...
She screenshotted to send to me like, yo, come over there and look.
Oh.
But she was sending really raunchy shit.
Is this a beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful woman?
I don't even know, but it doesn't matter because that's a turnoff.
Yeah, but like, I feel like I want to know what this girl values herself as. Is like, what? Does she do anything? Is she successful?
I said, please stop.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I assume she was like a OnlyFans star.
Okay,
because she's so used to sending shit like this.
Wow, they're really on there doing all that.
I didn't block her. I restricted her so she can't send me shit, right?
Okay.
And so she's messaging me, is not going through. So she hits Sean up. I need to speak to a lawyer. Are you Mike's lawyer?
No way. Did you pretend and say you were his lawyer?
We're too big for that. I can't be impersonating something I'm not online.
It's like you.
No, but I told her like
chill.
Just chill. Like chill. No, not even chill. Like because I could kind of tell without even because I hadn't seen Mike yet that day.
Yeah.
I could kind of tell what it was.
Yeah.
Because if it was like he took money from me or something, like you would say that.
That'd be more serious.
She wouldn't say what the issue was.
So yeah.
And she was like, I need to speak to his attorney. I'm like, you think we're criminals? Like we just have an attorney on
But what
retainer.
would she accuse you of? Doesn't even make sense.
No, there was no wrongdoing done. That's why she wanted it to go from her to someone of privilege, like someone that would keep things confidential, versus just anyone who might continue to spread this information.
Oh, she was mad.
Maybe she thought I would share it to people, which I'm like, why would I do?
Well, why would she care after she send you everything? It's not even fair. It's like
none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I deal with weird. I be feeling like I need to record conversations.
So girls do what I get from guys.
Oh yeah. One girl that we was actually chopping it up back and forth. She's very attractive. This was a while ago, and this is before we met.
Yeah.
She starts sending me the box. I'm like,
whoa.
I said, yo, why'd you send me that?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, did I misread the signs? I was like, I mean, we were vibing, but why'd you send? I didn't ask for that.
Yeah.
Like, if it was somebody I wasn't going to talk to, I wouldn't have gave a shit. I was like, or whatever. But I'm like, yo, that's not how you get a legit dude.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm sure plenty of dudes would respond affirmatively to that. Mm-hmm. But do you really want that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe temporarily.
And I said, you got a daughter. Like, she had a daughter. I was like, you got a daughter. Like,
you want to put
I'm lecturing her in a cool way. And she felt bad. I was like, nah, don't feel bad. But that's not the way.
Yeah.
So she messaged me like a month or so later, like, man, thank you for that talk or whatever.
Come on, you knew. She knew. Yeah. See, you guys are lucky.
But no. See, here's the thing. It's like some people need certain guidance.
Yeah,
and they need to be nudged in the right direction. Some people, and it sounded like if I recall correctly, she was in a long relationship. He cheated, whatever. So she was trying to find her way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I could have, let's say I was with that shit, right?
Yeah.
I could have just had her on some, degenerative behavior, and because most motherfuckers would do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not that guy. I'm like, yo, look, I'm off. Like, you've blown your shot with me.
Yeah.
For future reference, a dude that you would really want to be with, that you should want to be with, is not going to be cool with this.
You want to value you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want a dude that's cool with that.
But I feel like some people just don't learn. Like, they've had enough experiences. You could hear all their stories about who taught them, and they just don't want to get it because they don't either know how to value themselves or they just don't care enough, and they prefer to just be beat down or treated a certain way. That's just what they're used to and comfortable with. It's like sometimes you just can't. Like, I've had girlfriends that allow themselves to get mistreated over and over and over again, and no matter what you tell them, it's obviously you got to wait for them to get it. Yeah. So some people just don't get it.
Have you ever been mistreated in a relationship?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Physical?
No physical.
Okay. All right. When you were mistreated, why'd you stay in it, or did you just leave when you got mistreated?
I was just young and naive. I didn't have like much experience. I didn't know my worth yet. I just kind of went with the flow. I thought maybe things would change, that I could change them. But it's just one day it triggered me. I woke up and I was like, I'm a queen. I need to be treated that way. And I need to run from red flags as soon as they come. I can't accept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chances, and it just never changes. And I saw myself, I wasn't waking up and doing what I enjoyed doing. I was waking up and they were FaceTiming me and wanted to talk to me all day and spend the whole day with me, and I couldn't get anything done. And I literally felt myself drowning and just, I was miserable. I would just sit around, and when I got to that point where I was like, I feel like I'm a light. Like I need to be doing something, and I thrive the most when I'm doing something I enjoy.
You live life on 10. You really live life.
Yeah.
You're one of those people. Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people. I was on Clubhouse. I like Clubhouse.
Yeah,
Clubhouse.
I was fun.
But I was on Clubhouse the other day, and it's a group that I follow. I forgot what it's called, but I like them. It's good conversation.
Yeah.
This particular day, they were just shooting the shit. And they were like, so how's everything been? You know, it looks like restrictions are lifting. And
I can't wait.
I was like, yeah, that's cool. But honestly, I've been normal ever since, right? I haven't stopped doing things. And one lady in there, she was like, well, I haven't done anything. I like being home and reclused, and I don't want to be around people.
Why are you talking
really?
like that?
That was the vibe. I was like,
yeah.
So you don't go out?
Don't
you
do
don't
anything?
do nothing? She said, no. She said 6 feet.
No.
I'd rather 9 feet distance.
Oh,
I was like,
shoot, Grammy.
Some people.
Some people are terrified of this
They
right
don't.
now.
Well, no. She said she was like that before COVID. She said COVID was perfect for her. So some
Not
people
even
just
mad.
don't live,
Yeah.
right? Some people are prisoners of
Their own life.
their own circumstances, I guess. But my mind state is like this: the world is my bitch. And I say that, and like I've been incarcerated, and jail was my bitch. I use that time to make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that looks bad, any kind of situation you got to go through it anyway.
Yeah.
So let's make the best out of that. Let's flip it, right? Life is easy. It's all perspective. So, and decisions. So I try to tell people all the time, like I did a piece of content last week. It was just on me because I was having a conversation with a friend that was like, yeah, but you're special. I'm not. I'm a normal person.
No, you're
just like
special.
you.
No.
Nah, but listen. We all can make certain decisions and have perspectives to make our lives a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not locked into nothing.
But I have a question. Do you think some people got it and some people don't, or do you feel like the people that don't got it just haven't tapped into it?
They don't tap into it. They don't even try. People don't even try. I talk to people all different.
Or they
I'm a
just don't know.
conversationalist. I like people, right? I like to just, even weird shit, I be wanting to talk about it. Like, what's in your head?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? What got you to this point? But some people just, they don't even try to live life at all. They feel like, you know, the majority of human existence is just surviving, just existing.
Yeah.
It ain't like
Explore,
living. It's not like,
experience, live.
right. So, you know, if the majority of life is like that, some people feel like that's all there is.
Yeah,
And
that's
anything
true.
else is like hitting the lottery.
Yeah.
Right? I don't believe in that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got gas this morning, and Cat was chopping it up. He's like trying to ask for some money. But I just got him like a $5 lottery ticket, and we chopping it up. And I'm like, yo, what's your situation, bro? Because he didn't even seem that old.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, just out here in the streets, whatever. And I was like, bro, real, because he's like admiring the car and like, what, you an athlete? Like that. Real shit, bro. I was homeless in 2010. You know what I'm saying? I said, not just I was homeless, but I was a fucking fugitive. I had the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had the biggest dark cloud ever. But I told him what I did. I said, you got an ID? He said, I got a voucher to get one. I said, go get a job. I said, that's what I did. I kept a haircut. Nobody knew I was homeless.
Yep.
I did that until I had enough money to move in with somebody looking for a roommate.
Yep.
Did that until I had enough money to get my own apartment and then get a car.
Look at
and then I
you.
took my clients and I was just explaining, it's a real practical way that I got
You
to
just
where I'm
have
at
to
now.
do it.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
And I told him that.
It starts with a small advantage, like you just had a natural great motion with the wrist to put the ball in the hole. But then from there, you got to get obsessed with everything else if you want to be great at it. So, although Mike does have, and I tell him all the time, he has what I think is probably the best innate skill set for selling things, whatever the thing is. Like, he'll figure out a way to present it if he likes it, of course.
Yeah.
He I don't know if he maybe he could, maybe he couldn't. He chooses to use the power for good, but maybe he could do it with things he didn't like either. But he can take anything and present it in a way or from a lens that makes it desirable to people who are viewing it, and that's a skill. Maybe it was a talent that he had that he was born with, but he's like refined it over time to where there's a process that he goes through to figure out what's the best way to do it, what resources are necessary, and how is he going to research it to bring it forward in the most optimal way. Yeah. So there's a natural energy there, but you still got to go in if you want to be great at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to apply it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Maybe some people have a certain je ne sais quoi that others don't.
What did you say? Oh, I like that word.
Je ne sais quoi.
Say that again. Je ne sais quoi.
So, however, everybody. All right. When I was a boxer, right, I stopped boxing early 20s, and I couldn't watch boxing no more because I was it was guys that I was way better than. Yeah. That was getting like $1 million paydays and shit like that, and it wasn't that good. No charisma, because with anything, with entertainment, boxing is a form of entertainment, right? And I like people always was drunk like me. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I would have been popular on top of just having skills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, these guys were boring. They're not that. They're not that
they
good.
Didn't have it, yeah.
But they did what they had to do, and it was good enough and disciplined enough to fucking get in there in them tough fights, win a couple to get those big paydays. And it's a lot to that. And these are people who you could take $1 million and do a lot with. You know what I'm saying? So I was seeing it. I'm like, how? Yeah.
How come you didn't try to fight, or what is
I did,
what's the process?
But I started when I was so young. Yeah. I was kind of burnt out. I didn't have a life. So
when you were watching these guys, you were burnt out at that point?
Yeah, I quit. Oh. I was burnt out. Like, and I wasn't as disciplined at that time of my life. You know what I mean? I wanted to like date girls. I wanted to hang out with my friends, because you're devoid of all of that. Yeah. And boxing is a very solitary. Yeah. And it's not in school, so it's not like I had a bunch of peers that did it. It was like I was always the outsider.
I can't even imagine.
Not for real, because I was a popular kid, but I still wasn't. Yeah. I was in the mix just with different. All that. Yeah. Like I played chess. None of the homies did that. I played instruments. I boxed, which is not at school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not the locker room dude with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I was always a little different. You know what I mean? But people really liked me. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I got to a point where I was like, I just want to fuck this shit. And boxing is hard. It's hard, especially I didn't have a support system. I didn't have a legitimate support system. So, it's just. You look at people like Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. He had the best support system ever.
Oh,
like his entire family fought. His uncles was world champions. His dad fought some of the best. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have none of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
you need that. You need that.
You need that. It helps.
So you wouldn't do it now, or?
I'm doing it, I started back and I fought in 2018 professionally.
What do you think about the whole Jake Paul thing?
I'm with the shit. Like I'm trying to fight Jake Paul.
Do it.
So
what do you need to do to get that?
So look, I've been talking shit. But all right, so I didn't even tell you. I gotta show you this. So a friend of mine, who's a mutual friend of him and Logan, who's one of the top YouTubers. There's been some people in here recently, right? But anyway. But he told me, he sent me a message and he said, I ain't gonna say it on air because I still want the fight. I think it can happen. Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah, good.
You know what I'm saying? So,
it's gonna be great.
I got one
Logan
professional fight. Jake, because Jake can fight.
Yeah, Logan
is fucking garbage.
He took the fight.
So Jake, I only got one pro fight. You got 3. I'm an old man, old washed up. We both YouTubers.
Yo, I gotta see this.
It should be easy money for you. Easy money. Come get this. Come get the bag, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'll beat the brakes off of that.
I already know. Why do I feel? I already know.
But I would like to fight him because I think he'll put a competitive effort up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think like what. It's not like he's like some big brick.
Nah,
heavy
he's a
lifting.
legitimate athlete.
Yeah,
though.
he's great.
He's a
but
wrestler.
I'm like,
he's in good shape. He's been
what is
training.
he doing that's
he's been
knocking
boxing.
these dudes out like that?
He learned some of the fundamentals,
Like
and he's been
technique?
taking it very serious. And I respect that. I respect that about Jake Paul.
Yeah, he's killing
He's
it.
He's
been
training like a pro athlete.
Why isn't Mayweather?
3
They're
years
not willing
straight.
to pay Jake enough to fight Mayweather.
No, he's too big.
Jake's
Well,
not taking it.
He's also too
no.
big.
Logan got the fight first
No, Logan was
because
willing to
Logan
take
was
the
more.
payment. they
Logan
said.
was more popular than Jake, but Jake is starting to be more popular than Logan.
No way.
On
I
the
thought it-
YouTube,
I don't
on the
even-
YouTube
I didn't
circuit,
even
yeah,
know
it was
Logan.
Logan and then little brother Jake.
But I feel like
Jake is popping now because he got a knockout. He got a couple.
But
knockouts.
I heard Jake wasn't willing to take the price that they were willing to give for the Mayweather one, and that Logan
I doubt
was willing
that.
to take
I
it.
doubt they could have made that fight. The size difference is so big.
But why would Jake keep trying Mayweather if like why wouldn't they just make that shit happen? It's
Because
gonna make
they-
people would
Listen.
pay
Here's the thing.
They'd fill the stands.
Just to have Mayweather talking shit to you, that's boosting his stock. Is raising his stock
Jake's.
tremendously. Yeah.
Oh my god, the whole hat thing was all. I already know.
Anybody.
He's in the media. He's putting
He's
himself
good.
out there. He's doing.
They're not YouTube. They transcended YouTube. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The top YouTubers have transcended YouTube.
Yeah.
They're celebrities.
Yeah.
Celebrities are on their channel.
Yep.
They wanna
Celebrities
be
are
on
literally
there.
getting washed out by social media people. And kids that are like 19, 20 years old, they're millionaires, 6 cars in the front yard.
Yep.
Just crazy
It's
money.
a new
I
era.
love this generation.
I do
This is
too.
Great.
It's
We're
exciting.
so blessed. It's so exciting.
It's exciting.
It's not the traditional go work here 9 to 5 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Wait your turn, kid.
Yeah.
Nah, it's my turn right now.
Find your
motherfucker.
niche and get after it.
Yeah.
And it's only the people that are fearless that really make it.
It's people. Yeah, exactly. You got to be fearless.
Consistent.
There's a certain level of crazy
Yeah.
that make you get in front of the camera and put the shit up.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like doing that shit at first,
Which part?
like just talking in front of the camera
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But I always did. It was like, but see, mine was a little different how I got started because I wasn't trying to be a YouTuber.
Okay.
I was just putting my clients' progress on YouTube because I'm like, this is better than the before and after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was getting a lot of clients from that. But then I would like, let me show them how to do it. And I would put my shit up and people would fucking lose their minds.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, let's keep doing it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Do it.
And
works.
if you see my first video where I talked, it was so, hello, my name is Mike Rashid.
No way, I gotta see this.
What is it? Strength and conditioning specialist. You know what I'm saying? You see little sparks of
Yeah.
my sense of humor
Yeah.
here and there, like real subtle. But I was
Not
just
anymore.
I was like, oh my God, this is terrible.
So stressful. It's like so heavy. It's
When I'm looking at it, I'm like, I gotta. But every time I seen one, I'm like, let me get a little more animated.
Yeah, into
I'm
it.
not the most animated person though.
Yeah,
that's
I
just not me. But I do a little something.
I mean, in person you are a little bit more.
yeah, I guess it's hard for me to like really be me on camera.
Yeah, it's like
You know what I'm
because on
saying?
camera it's like on purpose. It's like you gotta.
Yeah.
You're not just like. It's not like a podcast where you can kind of just
Right.
be you.
Yeah.
I feel like you're animated on here.
So on the podcast though, we're gonna start having some libations so people can loosen up, little alcoholic beverages. You know what I'm saying? So, that's.
Wait, is that when it like you're saying like the next time or?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, should have been here today, but this is early in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, I'm a evening alcoholic.
drinker?
You know what I'm saying? Not
Do you
alcoholic.
drink?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on occasion.
Sean get lit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sean probably drink more than me.
I feel like you're not a big drinker though.
I have fun.
Cause I feel like one
Trust
time
me.
I asked you.
Nah, we've been out and had shots.
Yeah, but you took one shot, and you're a big guy. You need at least 6 to feel something.
Nah. So I hadn't drinking for like a long time.
So you're a lightweight now. So
Not
you really
quite,
only need a little
but,
bit.
Yo, I have fun. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I have fun.
I have a ball.
That's all I do.
It's funny because a lot of people think I don't do anything. It was one girl that we liked each other, right? But she would never hang out. And she told my boy, like, I feel like he's going to judge me because I like to do drugs and drink. I'm like...
You don't seem
Does she-
judgmental though.
I'm not, but people think that I'm so... Some people only see the serious side of me
Yeah.
and be healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Healthy.
Be healthy.
I mean, I feel
Thanos.
like
Put that
people,
down. Put those chips down, right?
like, what are you gonna do? Like,
But
tell them no?
I'm like, yo, I live life.
But you just have balance, and you know
I have
when and where,
balance.
when to do it and when not
Correct.
to do it.
I have balance, but I enjoy myself.
Wait, how old are you?
44.
How old am I?
27.
Whoa! High five.
Bam.
Yeah, that was right on the head.
So I have fun. Like, I work hard. Shit,
Yeah.
I better. It'd be a shame to die and not enjoy your life.
Yeah.
And work hard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everything's just you just got to do it with balance.
We have fun.
Yeah.
We have
We have
fucking
fun.
ball. Yeah.
Went to Miami twice. That shit was fun.
We got fun, right? At home. See, the thing is this, like, I learned how to, like, make my everyday life incredible.
Yeah.
Because that's our reality,
Yeah.
right? So make all the little things special.
Because that's what you're doing majority of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really
So
just good energy and being able
that's
to.
it.
And
It's-
yeah. doing
I
what you
can't
love.
lie, the crew is fucking fun.
Yeah, you got to be around people you like to be around and
people.
enjoy.
Yeah.
You got to do things you like to do every
Yeah.
day. You have to, hopefully you can work at something. It doesn't have to be like exactly what you love, but if you can make it to where you really enjoy your role in the thing that you do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people hit us up and they'll say, hey, is Ambrosia hiring? It's like, what do you do? And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know, just like whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, no.
Just hire
we
me.
need skill sets. Like you have to have a skill
There's
set.
got to
Right.
be some expectation.
So you might be a really great graphic designer, and if you
Yeah.
love to do that, you can do
Right.
that anywhere. You might be
Yeah.
a great. You could even be a great janitor, and you can do that at a place that
And that's
lines
valuable.
up. Yeah,
Everything is valuable.
Yeah.
Everything is valuable.
Everything. Listen, all right, so I went to this celebrity basketball game yesterday, and like a couple of the dudes that did security was like my guys.
Really?
right?
And you didn't know they would be there?
Nah. And they my fam. It was like,
Yeah.
everybody's jocking like the Chris Browns and all of that. I'm with my people.
Yeah.
Like these are my friends. These
Yeah.
are people I care about. And when I had my gym in Miami, like our custodian was my dog. That was my guy. You
Yeah.
know, I would help him all the time. He was just a dope ass good person.
Yeah.
It doesn't like there's someone needed for everything. And if you play a position, people treat you good.
And you make them feel good about it,
Right,
too.
and people think that, oh, I gotta be a boss or
Yeah, yeah,
entrepreneur, and it's like, look, here's the
true.
reality of it. Is not. It's very stressful for one.
Mm-hmm.
Most people fail at it, you know, and you know sometimes all the glitter is not gold,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but we have people that work with us. I never say work for me because that's corny.
Yeah.
But people that work with us that are so valuable to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I love these guys. Like
Yeah.
it's a fam. So you get in with the right people. Y'all listening. You don't have to be the boss. Like
Yeah.
you know, like if I didn't have to be a boss and can make what I make now, which is impossible, I'd probably do it. I ain't got to
Yeah.
worry about shit. Like
Yeah.
I just show up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up and kill my job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you could just focus on that one thing, perfect
That's
that one
that's a
thing.
vibe, and
Yeah.
those people are very special and
Yeah.
very
Valuable.
very valuable, very needed, and
I
they'll
agree.
have a job anywhere.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
It's so true. I learned that just recently because I had a whole situation and then I changed it up and had certain people come in and replace it, and I'm like, it just made all the difference. It has a
Right.
lot to do with the attitude, it has a lot to do with the intentions and the motives from that person.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels good to have someone that's excited about what you're doing and kind of can see that vision too.
Right.
So it does have a lot to do with just being connected. You guys are on the same wavelength, you know, or they see it in you.
Attitude is a lot. My father,
Yeah.
he's always say attitude is everything.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad, he was like one of my little league coaches, right? He didn't care how good you were. If your
Yeah.
attitude sucked, you on the bench.
Yeah.
And that's life.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot be as good, but you're very real positive, and you contribute at least that, because that's a huge contribution.
Yeah.
Is politeness, is positivity, some happiness. Because I was talking to his fiance this morning, and I'm like, yo, you're the dopest person because you make people happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It take me a while to get started in the morning, right? Like for my personality to upload.
Wake up,
you know what
the
I'm saying?
voice.
I be woke, but it's like I'm uploading the data. You know what I'm saying?
Like a
And I be like
transformer.
quiet and shit. People think
Yeah.
I'm mad. I'm not. I'm just not woke yet.
Yeah.
But if I come and we all work out together, she's fucking
Ready to
being,
go. I
being
love
silly,
it.
cracking jokes, and I'm
I
like,
love it.
I'm in it now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
T is like that too.
Yeah.
There's certain people that
No, I love that.
brings the good vibes.
Yeah.
Like instantly.
And there's nothing more valuable than the way someone can make you feel, and you
Thank
can never
you.
forget that. I used
Thank
to always
you.
say that.
Yep.
So valuable.
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I actually just thought of something about being a janitor.
What's that?
The janitor, so the custodial company who's in charge of our contract here is a guy and his dad. Obviously, we see him. That guy came from a background of just simply working somewhere, and he got really good at it, had a system for the way he would approach cleaning spaces, and then said, hey, I'm going to do this on my own. And then he went and got one contract and then another and another. And he came highly recommended as someone who could be trusted because we have a lot of inventory and a lot of like opportunity for someone to take stuff. So obviously, just as important,
take product and get swole.
yeah, just as important,
Swole for free.
just as important as the ability to clean
Yeah.
is the ability to be trusted and be reliable.
Yeah.
Because we can't have those things being questioned. So he has like, I think he told me like 25 contracts like ours, and they're each worth somewhere between $600 and $1,000. Him and his, so like they're killing it.
Yeah.
They're literally and metaphorically cleaning up.
Oh,
like
wow.
they're doing great for
Eating,
themselves.
eating,
Oh, I love it.
Anything can be your own thing.
Yeah, a
you
lot of
know?
people need to hear this though. I know you have fans, people, they don't have any clue. It's like
Right.
It's like some people just live under a rock. Like it's not even. It's like people don't search for the answers. They don't know where to search. They look up to us to kind of be the what is it?
There's some
Like
inspiration, some motivation.
like we're the ones that can give them that vision or give them that confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But some people really just don't know. And for me, it didn't take me having like a crush on a fan on a famous person or celebrity or
Mm-hmm.
following a huge Instagram person. I was really able to find it on my own.
Right.
And I don't feel like
Some people do that,
Some
get
people
that,
have
yeah.
that. I do have good family and good guidance,
Right.
and I feel like that played a good role. But I really do feel like I just kind of figured that out.
Yeah.
And I'm very in touch with how I feel and what I want.
Right.
But some people really don't know.
Nah,
It's
you're
scary.
right.
I know
You're
girls, some friends are almost 30. They have no idea what they want to do. They have no idea what they're passionate about. Nothing excites them. Then they turn to men with money and they're like, well, maybe you could just take care of me because I don't know what I want to do and that's better than anything. And then they allow them to mistreat them because they're like, well, I
Yeah.
don't know what I want to do, so I may as well compromise that.
I see it like this. My views on like, I feel like a man should take care of his woman,
Yeah.
right? But a woman should have a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, you know, when I think about love and somebody we're being together for the right reasons, I want it to really be the right reasons, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want you to stay with me because you don't have any money.
Yeah.
And you like, I don't know what to do.
motive.
I guess I'll stay with him. Like, nah,
Yeah.
you stay because you really want to be here, but
Yeah.
you have your own. Like to me, that's the best case scenario.
Yep.
And I've been in situations to where like I'm a generous person. I'm like, all right, trips and this and that. And Sean was like, bro, you can't do that shit, bro.
What?
And
You
he's
mean
right.
like it's too
He's
much
right.
off
I
the
was doing
bat?
too much
Oh,
off the
I
bat.
see, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're creating a reality.
They're getting attached
Yeah.
to something that's
You're sending out the wrong signals.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct.
I think
And-
that's over time.
And then after that, I was like, all right, say less. And I'm like, when I meet someone, I'm like, look, I just want to do this right. So,
Yeah.
let's, you know,
Oh, yeah.
it's not,
You just give
it's
in.
not, yeah, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
because I'll give somebody the world, right? But it shouldn't be off top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is not the vibe. But the things that I really want to give my woman is her own shit to where she's not dependent on me.
Yeah.
As a male and with an ego, I want everybody to depend on me. Like I'm good with that, right? But the one I love, I want you to be like sufficient on your own as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's never the vibe. You never feel trapped or
Yeah.
fuck, I don't know what to do. I know so many people with situations like that, and that shit is lame to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, she do not.
Yeah. And some people don't really care for like a real connection. They're just
Right.
like, oh, I just want a hot girl on my arm and I could
Yeah.
take care of her. I know I can't have the money. So I have a question. What do men think about girls sliding in the DM?
Sliding in the DM.
Sliding in the DM. What do you guys think about that? Is it because you know how
It's all the approach.
you know how like it's a double standard with if men sleep with multiple women, it's cool, and when a girl sleeps with multiple men and you're a hoe, you're this not.
That's
So when a
true.
girl
That's
slides
true.
in a
That's a
DM,
fact.
what do you?
I'll get it.
When a girl slides in DM, what is the initial perception of this girl? Is it like a bat? You know what I mean?
Well, be more specific. What is she? What's the vibe when she comes?
It could be
in?
light. It doesn't have to be like a naked picture
Yeah,
or
light
like, oh,
is
I want
cool.
you. It could
I'm
just
cool
be
with
like,
that.
hey, what's up? You know, I saw your picture. I
I'm
like
cool with
your-
that.
Are you in LA? I don't know.
People have reached out and I haven't seen it, and you know what I'm saying. Then I see it, and I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like just on some cool. I could tell when it's a little energy and they're just really trying to get to know me.
Yeah.
That I respect it. They shoot and they shot. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's the same way, and unfortunately, there is a double standard because I think girls have to be a little more careful,
especially these days. Men do not want to be men anymore.
Yeah, with how much they can accept through communication methods like that. So, but guys, on the other hand, if a girl is bold enough or willing to put herself out, in that way, I think it's a great thing, to be honest with you. Yeah. Like, especially like, not everyone has quite the volume of messages that you two have. So like, if you're only getting a couple of different messages here and there, and someone reaches out to you and says, hey, like, I think, I don't know an exact stat, but a large percentage of relationships these days are probably initiated or formed online.
Yeah, you know what?
So how else would they? I think it's a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made a decision last year before COVID. You know how like you could drive past someone in a car, like at the grocery store, you're like, oh my God, they're so beautiful, and you're like, I'm never gonna see this person again. It's just like one of those things, like once in a lifetime. You either make it happen now, or you're just never gonna see him again. There's no way. Right. And so I was like, when I made a decision for the new year, I was like, I'm gonna initiate for something. If I'm interested in something, I'm gonna go after it. Because one, I feel like men do not initiate anymore. They want women to come to them. They think because they have everything that we're gonna be scratching at their feet. But I was like, wow, you just never know. And I feel like a lot of men, for me and my personal experiences, are afraid to talk to me, or they don't know what to say, or something stopped them from coming up, and that can cut out a whole experience. Like you'll never know what we were able to experience because someone had to make the initiative. I could see
why you would think that, right? I don't know everybody's experience, like men approaching women, but there's been a lot of weird shit in my life, like just being nice to people. Oh yeah, Mike Rashid's trying to holler. I'm like, lady, no. I'm not. I'm just being nice, right?
Yeah.
But there's like, if I really am interested in somebody, I'm not gonna shoot my shot online, right?
Yeah.
But I've missed out on certain things because I'm not gonna shoot my shot online.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to position it to where, let's go hang out. And I'm going to shoot my shot.
But how would you communicate with them if you just saw them?
No, I'd be like, yo,
you know what I mean?
Yo, let's. It's very rare that I'm gonna just like a cold call, like, hey, you look good, let's hang out, right? It's usually somebody I know or
Right. That's how you would want to do it.
Right.
Through a mutual connection.
You kind of got like, I like this person. Like what I know more than I did. Like. When I know more about this person than the average person, like I've been around this person enough to like, yo, I like this motherfucker. So, it's been shit that I've experienced where like I wanted to hang out with certain people so I can shoot my shot. Cause look, at dinner, I got you.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. It's like, we right here?
We right here?
Listen. I'm a cold dude on a date. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's like, because a lot of people don't really know me like that. You know what I'm saying? Until it's an intimate setting.
Yeah.
We selling little wine, we're talking.
Yeah.
And I feel like I shine like that.
Yeah.
And I missed out on something not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like twice. Like dinner,
I think I've missed out on some things too.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's normal.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I feel like I also go off of like an initial instinctive feeling. Like I could walk in somewhere and something could just be like, oh, that he's the one. Has that ever happened to you? Where you're like, oh, she's the one? You're like, I need that.
It's been like, yo.
Like, give me that. Never.
She's designed for me.
Yeah, like that's happened. I think that's pretty cool.
But over time though, like, I never want to be the 10th guy that try to shoot that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how are you supposed to know that?
But I'm a patient person.
You just want to be smooth with more.
I'm just not. I don't want to. I try to feel. I don't like rejection.
Yeah, I know.
So right, I'm not one of those people that just holler at a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
Out of 10, one is gonna bite. That's not your boy.
That's a lot of heartbreak in one day.
I know people like that though.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
So I rather. I think it's a connection. I think it's a very strong potential for a vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'll, execute.
What about you? How would you go about it?
I try and be pretty direct.
He gets a
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah.
And sit outside her window.
Write a song.
You
No.
play though?
She's like, I can't.
I know
hear
you're
you.
married. You're married, right?
I'm engaged,
Oh, you're
yeah.
engaged.
But for my fiance, my wife to be, we met through a mutual friend, and
that's
the
perfect.
night that I saw her, I fell in love with how she looked and how she acted.
Yeah.
But then then I asked her to go out with me, like not like the next day. We met in a group setting. It was like
Yeah.
it was a few people around.
Those
We
are
actually
fun.
went to the strip club.
Hey, wow. What an introduction.
It was a wild crowd. Yeah, it was a wild crowd. And then I asked her to come because she was in LA. I asked her to come down for a date that weekend. And I even had an extra bedroom in my house, and it was a long drive. And she had just moved here from Canada, so she was borrowing a car to get around at the time. She's a nurse and was still working on transferring her license. And I said, you could even stay here. I said, I have an extra bedroom, like because I wanted to be able to hang out not just once but twice.
Yeah.
So I
Aw.
was like, we're gonna have dinner, and then like the next day we could go to the beach and get brunch or
Did you try
whatever.
it? Did you try anything?
No, I didn't
was
try.
She worried
I
about
tried,
what your
yeah,
intentions were
no,
with that?
I don't think so. And because of that, that's why that mutual friend thing is so important. Because I'm sure she talked
Her
to the
thoughts
people.
are- yeah.
She talked to the people who knew me and was like, "What do you think? Is it
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good thing?" And it ended up working out. And I mean, we're gonna
that's
get married
good.
now. So
Yay.
yeah,
Couple months.
That's awesome. How long have you guys been together?
it's been 2 years and some change now.
Wow. How old are you?
I am 32.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, she's 29.
Congrats to you.
Yeah.
They got the perfect situation.
Oh, I love
you know
that.
what I mean?
It's so rare.
And
it's so rare.
No bullshit. RP and I was texting this morning, and I was like, y'all both did something good in y'all lives to find each other. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Everything had to be
'Cause
aligned.
they're both just
Dope
the
people.
dopest people.
And aside from being beautiful, or being the most beautiful version of yourself, because that's relevant to each person.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think she's the most beautiful. But aside from that, I think her having a skill set was so important in the context of our relationship, because not only did that skill set mean that she was capable of taking care of herself and chose to like come and be with me and put herself and her future in my hands, in the hands of what we can do together. But on top of that, it let us have something else to talk about
Yeah.
other than what I'm doing
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. Hey, what did you do today? Or she's like, oh my God, you're not going to believe this patient.
Experiences.
Yeah, these things that I'm encountering and dealing with, it keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
So for girls who are with a guy who's, can take care of them financially, well, that's great. And if you're beautiful, that's awesome. And you're adding that to their life. But even just having a passion for something, even if it doesn't necessarily produce big income,
Yeah.
having a passion for something in your life that's not having fun and going on trips and vacations
Yeah.
is a great thing, because that will keep that guy more interested in you.
Well, how do you? Okay,
100%.
so if someone doesn't know what they want, what kind of advice do you give somebody who doesn't know what they want? They're not excited about anything. How do you get someone to find what they're excited about?
In a romantic situation.
No, like just at like a woman that doesn't know what she wants to do, and she obviously wants to turn to a guy to take care of her. But if she's like, you know what, I want to be dependent, I want to figure out what I want because I don't want to rely on a man. How do you get someone to find that out?
You know what? That's an
Interesting.
interesting question. I don't think I would. I won't be in that situation. I've been in that situation.
Like you
before.
wouldn't be the one to try to help that. I don't. I've tried
because
to.
I've
and I
done
don't-
it before, and I'm like, this is not the vibe.
How do
like,
you find
You
that?
have to take
You just
initiative.
have to have it in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Like I dated somebody that was kind of like that, and
Yeah.
there was other people that I knew, like girls that I really respect. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yo, I want you to be in love and be happy, but
Yeah.
that's not it. Like
Yeah.
she is not on your level or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm a passionate person about living
Mm-hmm.
and exploring and whatever, right? And this person was just cute.
She,
You know what I'm saying?
there was nothing more
And
to it.
it was
That
interesting.
sucks.
It was interesting, super sweet, all of
Yeah.
that stuff. But it was just certain dynamics that was there. But I dealt with that firsthand, and I know I won't. That's not something for me.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm single at 80, I'll go get me a 24-year-old. Cute, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No cap. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If I'm 80, I'm not trying to get somebody a soulmate.
No,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
need
no.
someone to just
You're
make
like,
sure.
oh.
Someone got to push the button if you fall.
Get somebody to rub my old
Water.
skin. You know what I'm saying?
I just can't imagine not having motivation to wake up in the morning. Like if I didn't do what I did, I don't know what would motivate. You know, like I wake up every morning with so many ideas, so many things I want to do because of what I do. It just makes it so easy. You know.
And you live life. Like it's some people that just have a zest for life.
Yeah.
You're clearly one of those people.
Yeah.
You know.
And it is tough because if at 30 a girl hasn't found anything that she's interested in at all, well, I don't know. But
what do you tell them?
You do have to try different things, like in different fields.
Yeah.
And if they haven't found something yet, I don't think that they should just resign themselves to having to be taken care of.
Okay, so I got something for you, Qimmah. So I've suggested things to friends of mine, right? Or people in my life that I look out for or whatever. And I'm like, yo, why don't you, I would advise different nursing, this, that, find a trade so you have something locked in.
Yeah.
And when a man is telling them that sometimes, it's a lot of rejection. You know what I'm saying? I've even offered to pay for whatever skill set school
it took to get there or whatever.
But, it's like, I don't. It's a rejection. It's a rebellion.
That's like pride, ego, just like
it is. It is, and it's very interesting for a woman to not have much going on for herself other than being pretty.
Yeah.
And have that kind of ego. I'm like.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I guess that's just.
I've literally had to say this to somebody before. This person, gorgeous, right? Mad fun for a hot second, but then like. Normal life, like I work, like I run businesses, I train, I do a lot, stuff, right? Yeah. I'm like, yo, it's noon, you're in bed, like, and the vibe was, I was just like, I just didn't really have nothing to say, and this person was like, you need to give me more attention, you need to, I'm like, yo, stop, don't do that,
don't do that.
So the person kept pushing, kept pushing,
I
had to get the phone out, like, look.
This is my schedule.
No. Go on Instagram. Like, you are not unique. There's a lot of girls that look just like you. Don't tell me what I need to do. You're not doing anything to make me, give me any sense of urgency to impress you or to exalt you or you just.
But you knew that before she was there, right?
You know what? You don't.
I guess.
I didn't even think about it. I didn't put much thought into it. And sometimes you do that, and it wasn't even like we diving into a relationship. We like hanging out, we'll see what happens type vibe, you know what I mean? But that's not. I'm like, yo, this is super boring. Like, what do you think? Because you're pretty, like women. I love a beautiful woman. Like I'm a sucker for just everything, but. It takes a lot more than that to keep somebody interested because that fades. Yeah. You don't care about that after a while. You know what I mean?
And the day-to-day, that excitement and thrill, like when you're both getting up and you kind of can come to get like
both busy.
Yeah, or someone can help make breakfast while I'm getting ready and then I'm going to be out the door. I'm going to give you your coffee. Like it's just, you're always working together and it keeps it exciting. It's not like one's being lagging.
Like, yo, I've been solo dolo for a minute and I'd be proud for my woman to be busy. Like, yes.
I wish more women would, because I think this whole sugar daddy thing is definitely a trend, and men are definitely promoting themselves as, they're putting in songs, I'll fly you out, I'll do this, you don't have to do anything, be my sugar baby, I'll have 6 of you, don't worry about how many girls I have. All these girls are accepting men with 6 girlfriends, and it becomes the norm.
That's a vibe.
Hey.
If everybody's on the same page.
Okay, well, I mean, that's the hard part, is getting everyone on the same page with that. But it causes so many women to just sit back and not do anything. I can
see that. For me, if I was an old dude single, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't want that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it is a lot of work on your part too. It's not even just like, I have 6 women. It's like 6 women.
That'd be fun work,
6 nagging women that all need money, that all want to have kids with you. They're probably one of them's getting pregnant, 2 of them, you have 6 kids to pay for. It's just like a never-ending cycle.
But when I'm an old dude, I'm gonna be on juice, and it ain't gonna work. I can't get them pregnant at that point.
Well, then you're not gonna get 6 women.
They don't know. I'm like, let's keep trying.
If you get 6 women, they're gonna be your age.
Nah, I'll never. Nothing's gonna happen.
You're not gonna be able to get 6 young women at 60 with a broken.
No, for the record,
the PP won't be broken.
It just shoots blanks.
It's shooting blanks. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna clarify that for the record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it works extra good, but it doesn't produce.
It works extra good, so it feels good for the woman, but you don't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just you don't. All right, when you're on juice, when the dude's on juice, they can't produce real semen. Like the balls.
The sperm count. The
Yeah.
sperm count goes down.
Yeah.
By the way, this is not medical advice.
It's not. This is not the birth control 101.
But it's known in the
By the way, I didn't
bodybuilding
know
world.
this, so-
It's known in the bodybuilding world to be like a natural birth control for men, to be on juice.
you can't get somebody pregnant when you're on.
Okay, so something
And
comes
when
out,
I'm
but it
60,
has
Yeah.
nothing
When
in it.
I'm 60, I'm going to be on
It's
all
dead.
the.
Dead
When I'm 60, I'll be on
milk.
all the juice.
So
all the juice,
what's the
so-
age for men that they usually get that when that happens?
What?
You could do it it could happen at any time. But when guys are taking testosterone
Oh, like,
or
okay.
I'm just
or
saying,
Oh,
for
okay,
me
okay.
personally,
Yeah.
I know when I'm old, I'm gonna be on all the fucking supplements.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I can stay young, stay young, beat my chest.
Oh, I hope I stay young forever.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, women got a lot of shit to keep them young.
Yeah, but we
We don't.
also can't have kids after a certain age, so everyone's rushing to have kids
Yeah,
by
but you don't want to
33.
have kids at 50. It's not a vibe.
Yeah, but I don't want to be rushing to have a man that wants to have a kid with me by 32. I'm already 27.
You can always
I don't have
adopt.
time. I
You
want
wouldn't
a
adopt?
little Qimmah, mini
I would
Qimmah.
adopt.
I want a
I would
little
adopt.
baby Qimmah. I want.
You got time. You still
Yeah, I
got
do.
time.
I do. I'm honestly terrified to have a baby because I'm so tiny and I can't imagine a child's head coming out of me. But
Yo, let me tell you something.
I'm scared.
So, this is a weird turn in this story, but I was reading. Me and some friends were sitting down talking the other night, drinking and talking, and the Bible came up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yo, the Bible hates women, right?" So I'm showing her all of these scriptures that's really fucking foul about
Yeah.
women, and it was one of them was talking about how like, you know, women fucked up with Eve taking the apple.
yeah,
and
yeah.
we're cursed with sin, but also women are cursed with these hard, long childbirths that's painful.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. So the reason why is because humans, we're very strange creatures. We have an abnormally large brain in perspective to the rest of our body, larger than any other animal, right? So that's why it takes so long, first of all, for all those neurons to build in 9 months, right? But the head is so big, it's a painful childbirth. We haven't had enough time of evolution for that to work itself out yet. Ain't that weird?
That is weird. I'm like,
Because it takes hundreds of thousands of years. That's
Oh,
fucking
shoot.
bizarre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
I hope I'm ready.
There will be a time when it'll be easy like any other animal. Other
Yeah.
animals will be standing up,
Just
pop,
falls out.
Yeah.
walk, run off.
right
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Just like in a
just fucking run
boom.
off.
I mean, the
Is
little
it? Start
the
hunting.
little incision for the C-section. Your my abs.
that's a
where
vibe.
My abs gonna be gone.
Nah, that's not true.
I mean, yeah.
No, it's down. It's way down. It's
Do you
not
guys
even-
get 800 calls every day, like the 800 area code? I've gotten nonstop robo
What is it called? The
private
Scam likely.
scam likely.
scams. Has it been a lot?
It's always been like that.
Oh God.
They don't even call me from
How
those numbers. Now,
annoying.
now they get tricky with local area codes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They call you
Yeah.
off
And
your
they'll
own
put, like,
area
from-
code.
Yeah.
So-
And I've had people.
So you answer.
They say your mom. Sound
Mom.
like a guy.
Yeah.
We gotta start that. Fuck with people, but nah.
Yeah.
But childbirth, you know. But it's a beautiful.
You
thing.
guys don't have to do anything.
It's a beautiful
You guys
thing.
are
though.
lucky.
Supposed to be out there with a
I don't
cigar and a
think-
You
No,
guys are
newspaper.
just like, yeah,
But
come
you know
on.
what? They have it
Come
to
on
where
out.
you don't feel any pain during childbirth.
Yeah, an
now.
epidural.
Yeah.
Which is a horrible, painful
That's
thing.
scary.
Epidurals, you just get the pain from the epidural. If it's not
But
from the pregnancy, it's from the epidural.
they don't feel pain from it though. I've never seen. I didn't see that. They just. I was
No,
like.
it's painful.
I
They
was like
stick a
this.
huge needle up
I
your.
saw it.
What do you
I
mean
sat
it's not
there.
painful? Let me put a
It
sting up
didn't
your
look-
spine.
Nah, you're not doing that to me. I don't have to get pregnant.
I'm not about to get pregnant.
But like my baby's mom, I watched her get it. She was just chill while I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Maybe it hurt. She didn't show it.
Oof.
You know, I was like, "Are y'all sure?" On her spine,
Ooh, for spine.
they got it so down to a science. It's you
Yeah,
know,
it's very scary.
and the baby coming out was no pain.
Yeah.
It's just pressure.
Some
you know what
women,
I'm
I feel like some women are meant for it and some are not. And
saying? All women are meant for it.
No.
Yeah.
Some women are like, I thought I was going to die. Some women actually do. And then there's women that are like, oh, yeah, I'll have a fifth.
Well, what about the women that don't get the epidural?
That do it and they're just like
Savage.
breathing at a home birth in the
Savage.
tub.
That's
That
sad.
is.
I don't want no parts of that.
No. I'm screaming till my eyeballs come out.
I don't want no parts of that home vibe. Nah.
Are you guys gonna have babies?
Yeah, for
Yeah?
sure. She's currently on
17.
that four or five vibe.
Yeah.
What is that?
We'll-
She wants 4 or 5
She wants
kids?
a lot of babies, yeah.
Damn.
But we'll see after the first one.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause I
Are
have
you
a feeling-
excited? Are you
yeah.
nervous?
Yeah, no, I think that for me that's like the last. I want to get married, obviously, but that's the last major thing
Yeah.
before I can say, all right, I'm ready for whatever's next.
Yeah.
Like because I've had a lot of the experiences and the joys of life, and even
That's, like, the next
even as
thing.
much as being able to say I'm truly and completely in love, like that's a feeling too that I hadn't. I thought I experienced before, but I hadn't until now.
Yeah.
Just to be really, really willing to like do anything for someone, give up anything for them.
Yeah.
Like, even if you had to just start over with that person's love, I would do that with her.
Yeah.
And I never experienced that before. But having a child, that's one of the last things, and being a great dad, whether
Yeah.
it's to a boy or a girl, the way that I see that Mike puts effort into his kids, I can't wait for my chance to do that.
Yeah.
To figure out all the different quirks of it and all the challenges. I'm ready for all of it, or I'm
Yeah.
excited for it. I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're ever ready, but I'm excited.
You're always ready.
Yeah.
You're ready even when you're on paper not ready.
Right.
Yeah.
Because those instincts kick
It
in.
kicks in, yeah.
So I'm pumped for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a woman, and we're definitely just natural usually.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got a good partner.
Like my kid's mom, like I could not see her with kids before our kids, but she's rolled right into the role,
Yeah.
no problem. It's like just transformed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with me, my children are my anchor. Like I can't imagine.
Oh my God, I want to meet your baby girl.
What
Please,
I
when
would-
am I
oh,
gonna
yeah.
meet her? She's
Should be here
so
soon.
beautiful.
I can't imagine the dumb shit I would do if I didn't have children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they hold you down. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's my anchor, and
Yeah.
I'm always thinking about them. And
Yeah.
and I was talking about how I have fun, but I don't have too much fun because
Yeah.
I'm always thinking about I got
yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's good.
I don't want to be
You're-
reading
you're
about
good with
me
your
is-
balance.
Yeah, balance is important.
Being mindful of it.
Yeah, balance is very important.
Yeah.
But
Assuming it's not kids, what's on the horizon? What's next for you? What's coming up? You were talking about Dubai earlier.
Yeah, I mean that's fun, and trips are fun. I just want to feel like my business and everything I'm doing is tight, and that I can do everything that I dream of. If I come up with something in the morning, I know that it can get done because I've got all my ducks in a row. That's when I feel like I'm gonna feel the best. I feel great now. It's fun. It's exciting. It's not as scary and hard as people say it is to be a boss and to be in control. But like he said, I haven't hit my peak yet. I haven't even gotten to the surface yet. So
yeah,
that excites me. I love to be challenged. I'm not a lazy person, and I don't like to not be working. So the next thing is
the best thing is like for you is a team.
yeah,
A
that's
really
what
good
I'm.
team.
That's what I'm super excited about, and it'll put me at ease, and then I'll be able to create at an even greater level than where I'm already at.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop. It's like an ongoing creative cycle forever.
We have a exceptional team.
Yeah,
and
I know.
We, like I said, we were friends for a long time before we did business together, and we had our own things going. And I can't speak to whatever was going on with his business, but with mine, it was just like making money, all of that stuff. But this is very underwhelming, unfulfilling, and my creative juices were stifled because I was dolo with everything.
Yeah.
Nobody to bounce nothing off of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all you.
And and then when we came together, we started adding people and doing this and making
Lifts
a real
that.
team because he
Yeah.
has things that I don't have. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And vice versa.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I'm gonna focus on this. Like this is good. Like when you ain't gotta worry about certain things,
Yeah.
your partner got that shit. It's a good look.
It's nice.
And you're able to. With me, if I'm happy, there's nothing I can't do.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And
I
nothing
can't
really
do.
can bring you down either. You're like,
Right. There's nothing I can't do. And I really have that kind of, I don't know, that kind of over the top confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just need to be in good spirits and,
And honestly, it's fun being a boss of your life. You're in control of everything that happens to you. It is a good feeling. It's like, and like you said, it's like the sports. So with the individual sports, it all falls back on you. I really enjoy it. I thought I was gonna be working under someone or that I couldn't handle that, but I would much prefer be the master of my life too.
Yeah.
And being able to accomplish that is a good feeling.
But having, because I said that about basketball or whatever, or baseball, we lost, so I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you with a team and you winning, it's excellent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing like
It's the
celebrating with
best.
somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah, we
Because
did it.
I did it is like, so
I guess
what?
it was more so like my parents were always really, they always babied me, they always sheltered me,
Right.
they always made me feel like I was incapable of doing anything on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So doing this on my own, and not per se without anyone, but more so I am the direction, I am the director of it. And
You're teaching me right now.
yeah, and I just,
Because sometimes I might be a little bit overbearing with my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Trying to make
yeah.
sure,
Yeah,
like this,
yeah.
like this, like that. So I'm learning
oh
from you right
man,
now.
I would say if I could be a mother, I would say when you over shelter, I honestly got to a point where I would start to resent, and I felt like they didn't believe in me as much as they wanted to protect me. It became something else, especially when you become an adult and you realize who you are, and you realize that it's really not that hard. It's just really just doing it and
Right.
putting yourself in position to do it. You know, it almost causes you to not want to be around them, because you always feel like they're going to try to put their hands in there and try to take that glory and that independence from you. And I was very sheltered, and I got to a point where I exploded. I was like, get me out of here. Rather than it being a smooth transition, like mom and dad want to teach me how to move
Right.
out, and they want me to be comfortable and safe, and I'm able to do it with knowing that I have their help and I could call them. I had a different experience where it was so overbearing that I had to remove myself and kind of explode, and not everybody was happy about it, and it didn't have to be that. But some parents don't know, you know, and some parents just do what they know is best.
Right.
But I also think some parents will use the excuse that I only did what I knew, rather than really looking into who they want to be as a parent and how they want to perceive themselves to their children.
Yeah.
And it's-
one thing I can say is this. I'm certain that in that situation, look, people are not perfect.
Yeah, no,
Our
of course.
parents included.
Yeah.
Very not perfect. But the intent is always good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and that's love. It's
Yeah.
like, because I hold on to my kids so tight because I fucking love them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I would die a slow, painful death for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's the vibe with your parents. You know what I mean? And we talked about a lot of stuff, and you know, sometimes the tactics ain't the best. In the communication, I know what parents can be fucked up because
Yeah.
I've experienced that too. But you know, is love, but it's probably, you know, the love is heavy, but you know, removing yourself in a business way or whatever, like, let me show y'all, like, I'm an adult now.
Yeah,
And
it is
I
hard.
literally had to be like that with my dad,
Yeah.
like pops, like yo,
I'm ready.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me
Respect
be,
that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And we had a conversation in a little bit of distance, and it's better now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Time heals.
He's like, yeah, my son, okay.
Yeah.
You know, but he always wants to, and he has the right to always, like, that's my son, like my
Yeah.
little man.
Yeah.
And I'll always be his little man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So no matter how wealthy or whatever I become, that was my mentor.
Yeah.
My first mentor, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My leader. So he always gets that respect, but I'm my own guy too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all will get to that.
Yeah, like you said, no
Just
one's
let
perfect.
it happen naturally.
Sometimes it's gotta
Yeah.
get bad before it gets better, and nothing's perfect, so you're gonna have the ups and downs.
That's the nature of all
Yeah,
relationships.
I know it's all love.
Yeah.
It's just you just deal with it as it comes. you
Yeah,
know?
just time will heal it, trust.
Yeah.
They fucking love you like a
Yeah.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
And the great part is that with the nature of things, you have the opportunity to learn from this and see what you want to take from
Yeah,
it
I
and how
needed
you
it.
want to apply it into your future
Yeah.
with your
maybe
kids.
the knowledge wasn't for them. Maybe it was for me. They had to teach me.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe
Yeah,
they're
it can
gonna
get
learn
passed
Because I'm
down.
listening to you. You said something very interesting that I'm taking with me into raising mine. When you was like, you said, like how overbearing, and you just like kind of rebel, like push away. And I don't ever want to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's certain things I keep inputting into my brain as far as expectations
Yeah.
that, you know, that I just want my kids to be happy. That's it.
You always want to protect them, and you honestly never know when you have kids what cards you're going to be dealt. You don't know what kind of kids you're going to have. You can have one kid that listens,
you
and
might
you have one kid that doesn't listen. Yeah, you may not.
At 30 drooling.
Yeah, you have no idea. It's almost like there's no right or wrong way. There's no rule book. You just go with it.
Yeah. Just go into it with good intentions and real love. And sometimes real love is not fun. Yeah. Sometimes it's painful conversations. It's it's not enabling. You know what I'm saying? So that's real love.
It's important to teach, to be a good teacher, so that they're ready, and allow them to have those experiences too. Not too early, not too soon, but I didn't get to experience enough, and so I had to experience it later. Not to say I wasn't more ready later than I would have been if I didn't, but just I feel like I wish I was more prepared for a lot of the things that I had to experience, because I was rebellious and just went for it rather than was kind of walked through, Right.
No, I get it. Well, look, Qimmah, I could sit here with you all day.
I know.
I know you got shit to do.
I need some food.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Let the people know where they can find you at.
You guys can find me on all social medias. It might be the only Qimmah that you know, but you spell it Qimmah, Russo, Russo. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube. I don't know if Twitter's popping anymore, but TikTok's popping. And you can find me anywhere. You can find me under Qimmah Therapy, 2 hashtags if you want to get some motivation. And come check me out. You won't regret it.
I like that. All right, we out of here.
See ya.